Hey everyone, this is Unretired, and today I want to show you how to use the in-game database in the Repopulation. The in-game database will be, apart from the community in the game, your best friend. It'll help you find out ingredients, materials, locations of pretty much anything in the game itself. Right? So let's just give you a quick look on how to use it. And hopefully this will be able to make things easier for you once you actually start playing the game. So to pull up the in-game database, you have to press G on your keyboard, and there you go. So as you'll see here, you'll see your hints at first. You don't really need to be using the hints whatsoever. You can scroll through it and see what all it is, but all it is information, like axe fighting. It'll tell you as you've been given an axe, and 2 training cards, etc, etc. So that's not the main part of it. You'll be able to see all the skills in game. They'll be able to tell you if there are any kind of abilities or recipes that you need to learn anything from that. So let's say acrobatics, there are 4 abilities at 25 points into far into the skill itself. You'll get roll, or 160 burst of speed, regain balance, and avoidance. Right, so that is pretty straightforward on skills, to be quite honest with you. You just need to go through it, what it is. If you're curious about it, go take a look. Same thing for recipes, and the in-game database will be very useful for crafting purposes and for gathering purposes. Okay, you'll be able to know what kind of agents, materials, ingredients for whatever crafting that you're doing. So let's say we're doing acceleration upgrade. Right, it'll tell you what the main profession is, which is vehicle of engineering. It'll tell you the number of steps, ingredient weight, and agent weight. It'll tell you the ingredients that are needed, so refined metal, vehicle upgrade, hardware, power core, motherboard, and it'll tell you the agents that are needed, and acceleration upgrade is the result. And you'll always have difficulty. It'll go to simple, normal, I forget the third one, but I know the fourth one is hardest. All right, so anyways, let's say you want to know what micro wires are as an agent. So you click on micro wires, and it'll give you a big list of names here. Right, so the item that we're talking about is gold micro wires. As we're speaking right now, that's kind of broken, so it doesn't really matter. I just want to give you an example. So gold micro wires. So how do you get gold micro wires? Then you would click it again, right, and you'll be able to see, oh, it's from wires for metalworking. And you'll be able to see where wires are actually used in every other recipe as well. So used in recipe as ingredient, and you can let's just expand this for everyone, and you can go through the whole. These are all the recipes that wires are used for. That is a lot, all right? So let's click on metalworking. See, there's a lot to the in-game database. You click on metalworking, and then you'll be able to see all of the different recipes that there are for metalworking. We can click back here as well. Let's click on wires. So to get wires, you'll need a refined metal. Okay, you can either see, it says the result names gold or copper wires. Copper wires are the most popular ones, obviously. So you'll need a refined metal. So as the ingredient, you can click on the refined metal, and it'll tell you all of the refined metal bars that you can take for that recipe. Okay, so you can go back here, and you can click on heat source, and these will give you all of the heat sources available for that recipe as well. Now, let's, for example, okay, I want to know how to get Anjara wood. So you go into Anjara wood, and it'll tell you what it is. It's hardwood, it's a heat source, it's a refining agent, it's a wood log, and that's 80% subsistence. What is subsistence? It's basically this here. So we'll go here, and you can search Anjara. Whoop, misspelled that. Anjara, and it'll tell you as the subsistence it is a tree. So we can click on it here, and it'll tell you what it is basically. So the Anjara wood, it's not difficult to get. Grade multiplier is 0.1, and when you're gathering Anjara wood, you can get Anjara fruit. And as you can see, primary, it'll tell you the locations of where you can get the wood itself. The location is based on difficulty, area. So there's a primary and secondary locations. Most people will go to the very easy areas unless you're very high combat skill levels. Then you can go into harder areas and you can farm other things at the same time. So let's say we're in set files, okay? So this is the primary locations, and we're in set files right now. So let's see here. So what we'll do is just do Shift M, okay, and you'll be able to see if this is on your map here. But yeah, anyways, so I'm not gonna really look for it, but if you really want to know where it is, you go into your location area here and you look for the location and you just head there. It's as simple as that, okay? And that's how you use the subsistence. And honestly speaking, we can just, all the subsistences are there. Mineral deposits, fish, yes, human deposits, humanoid, monsters in the game, plants for foraging, robots, and the trees. So no matter what you click, all right, it'll tell you what it is. It'll tell you where to go get it. So it's very straightforward on that point. Now for filters, filters are more, it's basically for every item that you have. So let's say Anjara again, and you can just find it really quick, and it'll tell you the item itself is used for Anjara. It can be Anjara extract, fruit, planks, and woods. These are basically the items that it can make, and it's using these recipes. That's the filter, right? And item itself, let's say you want to fruit. Let's say fruit. So when you type in fruit, you'll be able to see all the items that are related to that. So Anjara fruit, fruit gelatin, fruit juice, and all that good stuff. And you want to know what it is again? Oh, fruit juice. Oh, okay. Well, fruit juice is a range damage modifier. It's used as a coolant, fruit juice, and a refining agent. It's used in the recipe of fruit juice in culinary arts, which is the profession. Or it's used as an ingredient to make fruit gelatin in culinary arts, right? And used in recipes as an agent, so it actually tells you the agent as well. It's used as an agent in all of these recipes. So this is all mining and all that stuff. Then again, there might be mistakes in the game database as well, which is quite normal. You know, it is still early access, so don't take for granted that everything will be 100% correct. All right. For attributes, if there's something that you don't really understand in game, you can always ask the community. There's some veteran players that will be able to help you out on that, or you can go to the database and you'll be like, oh, what is handgun damage resistance? What's HDR? You'll just click on it and it'll be able to tell you what you need to do to get it. All right, what kind of materials, what kind of recipe you need, what do you need to farm, the locations and whatnot. This is how you use the in-game database. Another way is, let's say we're in recipes, which we click, tap R on our keyboard. Let's say we just do chemistry. All right, just like that, and we see distilled water when I click on it. Now you see that there's contaminated water that you need, and you need a heat source. Now what you can do is that you can right click it. Okay, right click it like that, and the in-game database will pop out automatically and tell you what it is: ingredients, agents, and results. And you'll be able, again, go to the heat source. Let's say I don't know what kind of heat source I need. You can click on it, and all the heat sources are there again. And again, you can click on any of the items, and it'll tell you all of the information that you need regarding it, where it's used from, and if you want to know where it is. And this is jessup wood. You just need to look it up. Oh, jessup wood is right there, and it'll tell you what you can get from. You'll get jessup wood, you'll get retting tree beetle, and the primary locations, spawn count, difficulty, and how it replenishes as well. So I hope that helps out newer players that will be playing the Repopulation, and even for players that are in game right now and have a bit of difficulty managing the in-game database, or don't know much information about certain things in game. This is the tool that you need to use, and the other tool is the community. That's you guys. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed. You know, if you have any comments, just leave them below, and I'll take a look at them. But yeah, this is your how to use the in-game database in the Repopulation, and I'll see you guys in the next video.